Swagger, my man, come on, let's do something about this.
I remember I was around probably 17, and I was going to school every day, and I really liked my classes. It was a good life I was living. I had a lot of friends and a lot of opportunities to do a lot of things that I really enjoyed. Until one day, I saw this girl in the hallway. Her name was Stephanie, and she smelled like shit. And despite this fact, I still thought she looked kind of pretty, because she had large tits. And so I thought I'd go in the hallway, ask her out. Maybe she wants to go to the beach, or maybe hit up the movie theater, or even go to the soda shop. It was a fun time for both me and her, and I even bought her on the first date a jar of roseberry perfume, the best in the store. And she said, "Well, thank you." And I said, "No problem. So, what do you think about going steady?" And she said, "Well, I don't know." And I said, "Well, I'll tell you what. If we go steady, you'll be my only gal, and no one else will have you." And she looked at me, shifted her eyes to the ground, smirked, and then went into her purse. She took out that gift of roseberry perfume I gave her, and she sprayed herself with it, and leaned in close to me and said, "Do you like how I smell?" And I said, "Now I do." And I kissed her, and she kissed me, and sparks flew in my mind. And we both looked up at the star on the beach. The stars were shining, and the beautiful fireworks were raining down. It was the 4th of July, and we were having such a wonderful time. We rode the rides on the park, and we went on all of the roller coasters. It was the best time I had in the world. And at top of the Ferris wheel, I looked at her, and she looked at me. And I said, "I really hope we don't have kids like Face Trifecta. Because if we ever had a children as retarded as Face Trifecta, then I'd have to really abort it while it was in the womb. In fact, if you had a child that was anything like a kid named Face Trifecta, I would probably strangle him or send him to an orphanage. Because, god damn it, he's really starting to annoy me. In fact, if I ever had a child who was at any capacity to the degree of autistic he was, I would probably make sure he didn't play any video games and read books, and then maybe he could use his autism to something good. Maybe even then he could use his autism to be like a marine biologist or something like that, but instead he has to be a racist 3-year-old online and just annoy people who are having a good time. So of course, when it comes down to that, I looked her back in the eyes and I said, "Honey, that should never happen." And that's why I brought this. And I took a condom out of my wallet, and I said, "Just to ensure that we never have a retard like that, let's be protected." And so I fucked her on the goddamn Ferris wheel so much. She really enjoyed it at the top of the line, and it was so amazing. I did it so fast and vigorously that the condom fell off, but I just didn't care. And at that point, 9 months later, Phase Trifecta was born.
Is this a true story?
It was back in the 6th grade, and I had just made a couple new friends at gym. Physical education was always my favorite sport and class of the year. The best time of the day was when I was playing volleyball with all my pals. And even then, I'd go into the locker room and pal around with them, put on our clothes, and then we'd go to the next class. And as I did so sadly, my head hung low, I still remembered that the next day I would be in gym all the same. So I'd go to my friend Paul, and I said, "Hey, so what's going on?" And he'd go, "Not much, we're playing a new game tomorrow in gym." And I said, "Really? A new game?" And he said, "Absolutely." And I said, "Well, what's it called?" And he goes, "Well, it's called dodgeball. I don't know if you heard of it." And I said, "Are you fucking spastic? Of course I've heard of dodgeball. Crazy?" And he goes, "Oh, sorry, Jesus Christ." And I go, "Well, come on, Paul, really. Get your shit together. And he said, alright, fuck, alright. So, the next day we went and played some beautiful dodgeball, and I was having a blast. I knocked 3 or 4 guys out of the game, and I caught 2 or 4 other balls, just securing the team win. And it was really good. It was really fun. But what came next wasn't so much. I was in the locker room, and some of the older jock kids came up to me and pulled down my pants in front of everybody. And everyone there, including the teachers, saw my penis. My 8-inch flaccid, 24-inch erect penis. Everyone just looked right at it. And I was so embarrassed, I turned red, and I was stuttering. What is this? And the large jock, his name was Larry, he looked at me and he goes, Tim, you're in the Big Dick Club now. And I said, are you guys fucking for real? As I pulled up my pants. And he goes, absolutely. We're gonna hook you up with all the girls in school, even the one who smells like shit. And trust me, you'll eventually get with her when you're 17 and have an autistic spastic child, especially. And I said, well shit, Larry. Goddamn. And that's how, when the most embarrassing moment of my life turned into the most prophetic. It was a prophecy that I was to fulfill as one of the largest person in the world with the dick that is large.
Yo, Swagger, do you think you could hook me up with a deal like that?
Wait a minute, are you OG? Are you OG Mudbone? I just need to ask.